Hello, my name is Tony Chan for TelecomTV. I'm here at the OpenStack Summit in Sydney, Australia. With me today is Beth Cohen from Verizon. Beth, great to have you here today.
Thank you.
Coming from a service provider background, can you talk a little bit about the benefits that OpenStack brings to a service provider environment?
Absolutely. So OpenStack is something that all the telecoms have embraced, and there's a lot of good reasons for that. So Verizon has chosen it as our platform for our SDN, software-defined networking platform of choice. We felt it gave us the most flexibility. The open source is attractive to us, and it allowed us to customize to make the cloud we're building be customized for the low latency and high performance networking functionality that we were looking for.
Okay. In terms of the actual implementation of OpenStack within your network infrastructure, are there specific use cases with particular attention to things like ROI, for example? I mean,
So we have, the infrastructure we build is being used for two use cases. One is internal use cases and then external use cases. So the internal use cases are moving our cell applications and such like. And then the external, and the nice thing is we were able to do both on the same platform, which of course is also an ROI value add for us. So the ROI to our customers is that they're able to leverage our infrastructure that's tuned for high performance to deliver services that they need as part of their network services. So we're offering services such as routing and SD-WAN and security and WAN optimization type services, and more coming that allows them to really leverage the performance of the special tuned OpenStack.
As one of the early adopters of open source technology within your network, are you actually seeing the ROIs manifest itself?
A little early, I'd say. So, you know, the system's been in place for just a relatively short time. I mean, certainly in telco terms, relatively short time. So I can't say that we really have seen. We have seen it already benefits in terms of flexibility and able to respond to the market faster. So that doesn't directly translate to ROI, but it does translate to business agility, which is of course just as important.
Okay, one of the new buzzwords in the industry right now is multi-access edge computing. And it seems like OpenStack is going to play a pretty critical role in enabling this kind of architecture and model. From a service provider perspective, do you think open source really can help you accelerate that adoption?
Yes, absolutely. The edge computing is something I've been working on personally. I'm going to be helping to define what that means in the case of you know, taking OpenStack and open source and cloud out of the data center where it was originally developed, and extending it out to the edge. Now, of course, telcos have been doing that for years, right? It's network. At the end of the day, the network is extended, you know, all over to many nodes. But this has really allowed us to accelerate that conversion to SDN, which of course translates to ROI, flexibility, and reduced costs in the end.
Are there specific applications that you're targeting with multi-access edge computing?
Right. So as you probably know, we do have a product already that we're already selling, the Virtual Network Services product, which extends those services out to our customer's edge and also delivers internally within our cloud. So customers can literally buy the same service, let's say a security platform, out at their remote edge and also within the core, so to speak. And so they can then turn up the service wherever they need it, whether it be close to the cloud applications, public cloud applications, or out at their edge. And customers are responding very positively to this innovation.
Okay. And with MEC, obviously you can support more services because you're bringing compute closer to the customer. So what types of services are you offering right now? I mean, are there things like firewalls and obviously virtual routers?
So we actually asked our customers, when we first rolled out the product, we asked our customers what they wanted first, and they very strongly said security and WAN optimization, so that's what we started with. Routing, of course, and SD-WAN. We rolled those out first because those were the most common combinations. So typically the most common combination we see is security and some kind of routing, and then security, some kind of routing, and then WAN optimization. But we are rolling out additional services, software, sessions border control, SBC, is coming shortly, and other services along those lines will be coming. So we really built a platform that allows us to add services based on our customer demands moving forward.
Right, okay. Obviously we're talking about the network functions virtualization model in itself. How does that actually combine with OpenStack?
Well, in several ways. One is OpenStack has embraced the telco ecosystem, and the telcos have embraced OpenStack, so it's a mutual benefit to both. OpenStack really is a platform it's the only cloud platform that can be customized to the specific needs of the telco, specifically the networking piece of the telco ecosystem. So that has, I think, driven a lot of the development and innovation. And of course all the work with SDN, NFV and the service chaining models and OPNFV has really driven a lot of the telco specific requirements.
Okay, another buzzword recently is containers, and here I think at OpenStack there's a lot of talk about Kubernetes and other container technologies. How do you see this development within the technology landscape?
So I see OpenStack and containers as being really complementary. So we need both, particularly at the edge. So the edge is you're constrained because you're not going to stand up a full 5-rack implementation of OpenStack in an edge condition. In an edge, it could literally be one box, or it could be a tiny little device. Obviously containers, which optimize the environment, are going to be attractive, but at the same time they have some limitations in terms of containers don't really do networking pretty much at all, and you really can't work, containers don't service chain very well. So OpenStack allows you to because it's a cloud environment, you can do that service chaining that you need, and you can also do the integration across. So I see them as really happening together, and of course OpenStack can run in a container, and also containers can run on top of OpenStack. So very complementary. Since
the introduction of OpenStack, and now more and more carriers and service providers are embracing this technology, do you think the industry will ever go back towards, is this the future? To client server? Well, to hardware boxes, appliances. Everything goes in cycles. I can never say never. Can you talk a little bit about 5G? A little bit about 5G. So 5G is definitely the future. As you know, Verizon's been doing a lot of work around 5G. We've been doing a lot of testing, and we've been getting very impressive results with being able to do it. And we see open source as really driving the underlying infrastructure to support it. Right. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Beth. Thank you.